And we are live. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. It's the freaking weekend, baby! Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. Shout out to everybody going out to work this morning. Shout out to everybody coming in from work. Extra special big up, shout out to every single person who works 2 jobs. I honor you, I respect you, because like I always said, you are a prime example of someone that prefers to put your shoulders to the wheel other than sell your body parts. You're not stealing from anybody. You're working to achieve the things that you feel you need in life, right? Extra special big up shout out to you. Shout out to the people going out to work, coming in from work. Shout out to my stay-at-home moms and dads. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my job providers. Shout out to my retirees. Shout out to every single clean-hearted, good-hearted individual who wants good for other people. Listen, just as much as you want good for yourself. That's a whole different kind of person. I respect you to the fullest. Shout out to you. Here we are this morning. We made it. Another weekend. We made it. You notice how these weekends are going by so fast? Why is it that when we were young, right? As in 19, 20, it seemed like a year felt like 5 years. Now a year feels like 6 months. Because here we are already getting ready to finish off January and the year just started. It'll be December and we'll be looking at 2021 pretty soon. I'm watching my children grow and I'm thinking to myself, good Lord. I tell my 17-year-old, I say, he's my oldest. I said, man, I remember when you were just born. I took him out of his mom. I was there. And how he was growing up, I was reminding him of his spider. He used to throw up his spider web sign because he was a Spider-Man. He was fascinated with Spider-Man, and I bought him a motorbike. And he used to ride around the neighborhood, no hands. And I said, look, I remember my little baby shooting your spider webs. Pew, pew. Now he's like, he's like looking at me like, Dad, that was so long ago. No, it wasn't. It was yesterday. It was yesterday. Good morning, everybody. Positive vibes. Up, up, up. I am so filled this morning. I am happy. I am healthy. I have a whole lot to give thanks for. Like, I woke up this morning, man, bounced off the bed like I was 19. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm so filled with, I am healthy. I am healthy, and so many people are not healthy. I have all my faculties. I think I do. I think I'm all here, and I don't need no doctor visits. Nothing is breaking down, not yet. I have a lot to give thanks for. I have 5 children, and all of them are healthy. I have a lot to give thanks for. My bills are paid, and I have reasons to stay smiling constantly. I have a lot to give thanks for. A lot of you have a lot to give thanks for, but you wake up every day acting as if, oh, life is so burdensome, and you have a lot to give thanks for. You have more, way more than some people have that are way happier than you are. So before I go into my little message this morning about investing, treating him better, I just want to say, stop being ungrateful, okay? Stop being ungrateful. Be thankful. Give thanks. All right. Now, I realize every time I do these stories, we're still trending on the whole, our men are being too aggressive towards our women, and our men are growing into grown men with minds that function in a dysfunctional way, and it's costing our women. I realize how I get a big congregation of women who jump in. Yes, SouFLo, talk, tell them. Everything you said was true. I hope y'all are able to say the same thing this morning, because we're gonna go way left this morning with this one. This morning I am speaking on behalf of the men. I am speaking on behalf of the boys. And you see, because I was born a boy that grew into a man, I know this whole journey. So what I am speaking to you this morning is coming from a place of experience, whether it was personal experience or it's coming from a place of personally witnessing. Okay? Now, women, you are being abused. You are being treated badly. A lot of you have had unspeakable experiences with our men. Here's the thing. I'll start off with an example I saw yesterday in a parking lot at the grocery store. And I was already in the truck, and my wife was in the truck with my son. And outside, I heard, "Bring your motherfucking ass on, boy. Come here. You ain't hear me tell you." And the way how this lady was shouting, I thought she was shouting at a grown man or they were having an argument. So I looked out because it was right behind my truck. And it was two little tiny boys, two little tiny black boys. And she left these little boys way down the other end of the parking lot. They came out of a big old Ecoline van. And these two little boys were expected to get out of the vehicle, close the door properly, and meet her, a busy parking lot, mind you, there are cars going both directions, and meet her all the way down the other side of the parking lot. And I said to my wife, I said, "You see them something there? This is why they grow up so resentful towards our women. It starts from very young." I remember one of my subscribers, and he didn't just say it to me, he wrote it in the comment section. So a lot of y'all who've been on SouFLoTV for a while have seen it. And I remember the brother said, "SouFlo, any woman I'm with," and I only date black women, and he said, "Any woman I'm with, she have to can take kick up, box up, thump down, beat me a beat out her blouse and skirt." I wanted to erase his comment, but I felt the need to leave it there so others can witness it, because if I say it, people won't, I'll make y'all make up stuff. So instead, I asked the brother for a conversation, right? I want to know. So I said, "Why you feel the need to say all this?" First of all, this is not the kind of platform I'm trying to run. I don't encourage abuse towards women, domestic abuse. You beating up a woman, you feel like you're proud of it, and you're advertising it on my channel. I feel offended. But bigger than me being offended, I want to know why you feel that way. And this is what he said. He said his dad was never there because his dad worked a lot, and his dad worked long hours, and sometimes his work took him away from home for long periods of time, right? He was raised in a house where it was only, Philip Banks, thank you, brother. He was raised in a house where it was his aunties, his grandmother, and his mother. Listen, he said, "SouFlo, they beat me mercilessly. They treated me like doo-doo every single day for no reason. And I felt like there were many times in my life where I wanted to kill myself, and it was because of them. And this is my whole childhood. And as I got older, I thought it would get better, but it got worse." So I thought to myself, damn, here is the finished product that's actually telling me this is what started it, and this is why he's harboring this type of a feeling. Now, I know for a fact that this brother does not go to a female when he's courting her for a relationship. You know, like when you see a woman, man, and you're saying, "Yo, she look nice, see me, that day with her, you know, I actually want something with her," and then you start talking to her. I know for a fact that I'm gonna beat you. This is one of the requirements. You're gonna be beaten. You're gonna be kicked down a flight of stairs. I'm gonna drag you. I'm going to bust up your blouse and skirt to say you have to sign under here, because this is what this comes with. Any woman would run. What I'm trying to tell you is there are a lot of our brothers out there that are just like that particular brother, that were raised just like them two little boys that I'm telling you about that I saw yesterday. And all week I've been thinking, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. It's a freaking weekend, baby. I want the message to be profound, but it has to tie into something that our people can take away with them for the weekend and for life. Listen to me. Stop treating the boys like they're animals. And a lot of the times I see moms going overboard on toughness. Yeah, man, I have to toughen them up, you know, because the world is soft for black man. And come here, boy. Go over there, sir. Hey, and be a rough treatment from the person who is supposed to be the softest, most tender, loving, caring person in your life. When that person's role turns into the most aggressive, abusive from a very young age, now you're looking at, woman, you are his first woman. You are his example of the type of women that he's supposed to accept in his life. You are his example of the type of women that he is supposed to go looking for. You are his example of the type of treatment he's supposed to accept from women in his life. You're his example of all those things. You're his example of how to treat a woman, how to take care of and respect a woman or the females. And a lot of it is damaged from early. And I witness it. And I have witnessed it myself in my own life. Right? I have to toughen you up. Worse if the father is not there. You feel like you're thinking, poopa. Your daddy dirty not blood and bum. You know the curse words already, them long from here so to down there, so, right? It's just verbal abuse, physical abuse, mental abuse, just tearing this little child down, this little man-child down. Have you ever really taken a look at a grown man that is properly nourished? Do you know that when a male child is born, he is born with the natural instinct to protect that being that gave birth to him, to the point where he'll run out in front of the truck for you. He'll jump in front of a bullet for you because you're his everything. He can still hear your heart beating, and he feels an innate need, something beyond his control, to protect you at all times. Perfect example. Right now, my wife, right, and Kai's not even 2 years old yet. Kai can't even speak in sentences or anything yet. My wife, if she's sitting on the couch and I go to rub on her, if Kai's watching his little show, we silent for too long and I'm rubbing on her somewhere, he turns around and the first thing he does is, ah! And he comes over there and literally takes my hand and takes it off his mom. I think I'm going to ask my wife to do a video on this so you guys know what I'm saying. He will take my hand and take it off his mom, and then he will love her up, hug her and rub her. I said, I'm not hurting your mom, baby boy. I'm loving your mom. I was loving her up before you came here, you know. This is how you came, you know, and I joke about it, but I'm studying as I am witnessing. You understand? So to see children go through these traumatic events, men, young boys that will become men, there's nothing that can tell me that that's not where the damage starts. Okay? Now, the video that was released some time ago, I have another one that's coming up. I don't think you've seen it. It's even worse. For a brother to stand there and take that kind of abuse from a woman and then he doesn't know, listen, I'm not standing for that. Hey, you don't hold my nuts. I was born a boy. I was raised the right way and I grew up into a man. I know what to accept and what not to accept. I'm not going to stay with you if you're going to speak to me like that. I don't treat you like that. I never address you with profanity and out of your name. I'm not into this kind of drag me down stuff. If that's a kind of relationship you feel you need, then I feel the need to pack my bags and go. Our brothers don't have that level of maturity because they've been damaged since they were young. And the woman that was supposed to teach them certain things failed. So now here he is in a relationship where the woman does to him the same things that his mom and his aunties and his grandmother did, claiming they're toughening him up for the world. No, little boy don't need you to toughen him up. A little boy needs you to let him be a little boy. A little boy needs you to love him, be tender and kind to him. You're a woman. Show him that feminine energy. Show him that feminine energy. I don't know why some of our men think that you don't have a feminine energy. We all have a feminine energy. A woman has masculine energy as well. But life is about balance. You understand? So when a man is scared of his feminine energy and he's not able to balance the feminine energy with the masculine energy, is when you will meet a man that's extremely aggressive in all the wrong ways. That's why you have men that will beat the daylights out of a woman, right? But if he's to stand in front of another alpha male and things get aggressive, he can't defend himself. Too much feminine energy, and he doesn't know how to balance his energies. Another great example I'm going to give you. The Rastafarians practice it. Hebrews practice it. The boy is around the women, the grandmother, the mother, the aunties, the female cousins and sisters. He's around them most of the time from birth until he is 11 years old. At that turning of 12, he is now put into the company of the men. He's about to go into 13, right? He's now put into the company of the men. Why do you think they do that? If it was all about making him tough from birth, they would have had him around only the men from he was born. He needs that feminine energy, but he does not need to be abused by women from an early age. He needs that feminine energy from you. He needs you to set that foundation in him. So when he's around the lions now, right? The male lions now, he is like, okay, I remember that part. I know how to be aggressive. I know how to go get it. I know how to hunt and gather. I know how to protect. I know how to provide. I also know how to be loving. I also know how to be concerned. You all right? How was your day? Come here. You don't look like yourself. Come talk to me. What? You good? Like enough of our men don't even know how to say that to our women. You know what I'm saying? And that's why you'll hear a lot of them say, "You never ever ask how I'm doing, how's my day." Even in the bedroom, I can't explain to him like, I like to be touched like this. I like, this turns me on, babe. Do more of that, because he immediately thinks that him not do nothing right, and maybe I'm sleeping with somebody else. Why? I'm directing him, and you know what I'm saying? It's because that feminine energy in him is missing. It affects the life of that man, which will affect the life of any woman that he is joined to in life, whether temporarily or permanently, throughout his entire life cycle. Listen to that. Throughout his entire life cycle. So that whole saying about teach a man to fish and you feed him for a lifetime, or give him a fish, you feed him for a day, teach him to fish, you'll feed him for a lifetime. It's the same thing. Damage a man when he's a boy psychologically, and you might have damaged him and every person he will come in contact with, especially females, for his entire life cycle. Because a lot of them never get out of it, never get over it, right? So, women, I want you to remember this. You are powerful. You are the foundation. Your purpose is great. Everybody talks about, well, a man is supposed to do this and a man is supposed to do that, and he ain't no real man because him don't do this, and you must do this for a woman and you must do that for the woman. And you see it all the time on social media. And if my man ain't like this, I don't want him. And you know, all this long list of stuff man is supposed to do. And there's nothing out there or anyone that is championing the cause for what is the woman supposed to do. Deeper than that, what is the woman supposed to do? Her purpose, her divine purpose, so that she raises a king or a nation of kings that knows without being told that these are the list of things they're supposed to do. This is how they're supposed to be. This is what they're supposed to bring to a relationship, to the table. The first quote, I have a habit. I wake up in the morning, I have to go to the bathroom. While I'm in the bathroom, and I teach my boys, all my children this really, but my boys, my daughter is still relatively young, but I still teach her that. I get her little stool in the bathroom, she stand on it, watch herself in the mirror, do her personal hygiene. But I teach my children this. First thing you do when you wake up in the morning, because it's my habit, that's how my body regulates, I go straight to the bathroom. I do my do's, and then followed by personal hygiene. I read a book from Marcus Garvey a long time ago, Message to My People, and Marcus Garvey basically spoke about you don't want to be speaking to people in the public with boogers falling out your nose, mata still in your eye, and these kind of things, right? So I take these things as someone's teaching me. So I go in the bathroom and make sure I clean up myself in the morning and everything like that, present myself properly, and I'm out to speak to the world. And as I am checking my phone this morning, that's the first thing I saw. And I said, yep, confirmation, I have to speak on this morning. It said, the message said, women and pets and children are loved unconditionally. Men are loved under conditions that they're able to provide certain things. I said, wow, that's true. That's very true. And that pressure is placed on us at a very young age. So you go from being abused from very young by people who are supposed to love you and teach you tenderness right into a long list of things that you're supposed to do and be and is expected of you. And if you can't provide them, it's kick your behind to the curb and on to the next one. You know what I'm saying? Treated like garbage. Discarded so easily. We have to do better. There's a video that I put out on SouFLoTV, and the video is about 5 things that a man is supposed to do in a relationship. 5 things that a man is supposed to bring to the table, and the women loved it. Talk the truth, SouFlo, talk the truth. Me not say nothing. I don't have to say another word because you hit every nail on the head. You said it all this morning. All right. Watch out for the video that I'm about to do next. And it doesn't have to do with the subject we just spoke about, treating a boy how he's supposed to be treated by a female. So he is raised with certain beliefs and certain things are innate that will manifest as he gets older, that will benefit whatever female he comes in touch with throughout his life. That's what this is about. The video I'm going to put up on the channel is about 5 things that a woman is supposed to bring to a relationship. 5 things that a woman, and I hope they're just as enthusiastic. I'm going to watch the views on both videos. I let a whole week go by. Matter of fact, I did it around New Year's, so it's been more than a week, just to let it marinate. So I'm going to drop the other one soon, probably sometime this weekend, the 5 things that a woman is supposed to bring to a relationship. And I want to see the same enthusiasm. I want to see if they're all in. Because they're all in only to a certain point. Until it sounds like too much responsibility, then it's like, Me no know where I talk about this, sir. Because and then they throw the responsibility back over to the men. Women, it starts with you, okay? We've had this discussion before. We had this discussion before when I said that if the woman, and let's speak a different way. Let's say this. If the black woman, let's narrow it down some more. If the black woman can actually clean up herself, mentally, physically, spiritually, all the illies, if she can actually clean up herself and manifest her God self in real time, she can change her entire nation, because she is the true power within her nation. Without her womb, we will be extinct, right? And we need her powers. We need her feminine energy. We need it in its purest form. Too many of them are damaged already, so they pass down damage. They pass down damage to the children. They pass it down to their men. And what we have are what we have. The deplorable conditions in which we live as a people. I did this video already where I spoke about it starts with the woman. A man can say he wants you. You can look at him and say, boy, I'm tall and me like them tall, you know, my girl, and him cute to say, or him handsome to say, I just like the way him build and all these things. Y'all know how y'all women talk already. You know what I'm saying? And then, but it's still up to you to say something about his qualities makes me have to stop him right there. He can't get any further into my space. Okay? So it starts with the woman. It starts with her choices. Majority of these children that are being born, they're not being born out of rape. They're not being born out of forced relationships. Majority of these babies are being born out of your consent and your agreement to make yourself naked or cock it up and draw it one side, whichever way you did it, to give yourself to a certain man. So it is with your consent that all this is happening. Right? And if you could just learn self-control, and if you could just learn yourself, and if you could just learn the goddess that you are and manifest that God power, if you could just learn and know that to be you and your true powers, then you can be like, me not deal with certain energy and I don't deal with certain things. So yeah, him look good, but him can stay over there, so, right? Nation building is what I'm dealing with. So a strong king of figure coming here, so that's what I'm talking about. Yeah? And I want to see it. And I want to see it on a regular basis. I don't want no upfront thing one day and you're unreliable, man. Women know what they're picking up. Them know same lie. Them know same cheat. Them know say he has a whole bunch of different women and she's going to be a next one. Somebody made a joke and said our women are the only ones that thief a next woman's no good baby daddy and then get on social media and complain about how he's a no good baby daddy. Well, hell, he got other women that he is no good to, their children that he fathered with them. And here you are willing to thief him. His track record stands for itself. And here you are willing to thief that from somebody else and think when him reach over here, so this a snapper when me ever go hold him and him just a go our women are taught to like value themselves by their vaginas and not value themselves by their intellect and not value themselves by the powers that are within them. So is how good the snapper is, and is how tight it can snap back, and is how she can sit down and bubble upon it, and it's man, I just want change for us. I just want change for us. because there's change out there for us, man. If we could just wake up and each one could just teach one for real. You know what I'm saying? Let me put this light back on. But it starts with you, woman. And it starts with you and how you treat. By the time you get to be a grown woman in a relationship with a man, and now you trying to raise a man. And now you trying to fix a man. A 35-year-old, 45-year-old man that was damaged ever since he was 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hopeless. You not equipped to do that. You not equipped to do that. So we have to start fixing this from the early stages. And it lies with you. Again, people are going to say, boy, SouFlo, y'all blame things for the woman. No, man. No, I'm not blaming her. I'm not blaming her for anything. I am pointing out her responsibilities because it seems like we have been conditioned as a society to blame everything on the man and to make our women feel like it's okay to say, man must do this, man must do that, he must bring this to the table and that's required. All right, so here what? That was a call that was coming in. I do these calls every morning. I FaceTime with my children before they go off to school. Y'all know that. I think this video has gone on long enough. I planned for 30 minutes. It's now 31 minutes and counting. All right, listen. It's the freaking weekend, baby! Go and have yourself a wonderful, beautiful, blessed up weekend. Surround yourself with people that love you. Surround yourself with people that you love. But make sure say you not love nobody that don't love you. In all that confusion, remember that it's okay to be alone. If you're not too sure about the powers that them are fling, about the energy that they're flinging in your direction, stay by yourself. It's okay to be alone. Stay alone and get to know you. All right? Father and Sons TV. What's up, my brother? My brother just... are you back from Jamaica? Are you back in the UK? Answer me real quick there. I gotta go talk to the kids. Father and Son TV. People go check out Father and Sons TV. He was just in Jamaica, right? Oh, there he goes. He's back. So he was just in Jamaica. I've been pointing you guys to his channel for a while now. So he just went to Jamaica. He lives in the UK. He just went to Jamaica and he spent a long time down there. I thought this man had actually moved there permanently. He was there so long. But he made some awesome videos in Jamaica, and they're clean, quality, family friendly, not a bag of nastiness in them. So you can definitely watch them with grandma and mommy around, and you can definitely watch them with the kids around without having to cover their ears or run them out the room. All right, that's Father and Sons TV on YouTube. Go check out his channel. Have a blessed day, everybody. Big up on yourself. I love y'all. Thanks for sharing the energy. Thanks for being here. And remember, man, don't be ungrateful. Be thankful. Okay? There's people out there with way less than what you have, and they are still thankful. You woke up this morning, you're healthy, you're strong, you open your eyes, you jumped off the bed, you're gone about your business. Be thankful. All right? Bless up. I'm out. Peace.